Hi, today I want to talk about forgiveness. With everything that I have learned from my cosmic overlord JadeFire and from my work as a certified Hooponopono practitioner, I know that forgiveness is really the expression of gratitude. Let me explain this. We are all aware that within our DNA, within the genetic code that we have inherited from our parents, lie energies that are unassimilated. Let me explain unassimilated so that you understand very clearly what this is, and therefore you understand the truth about forgiveness. An unassimilated experience is an experience that arises out of an ego space, out of a space that is not occupied by spirit consciousness. Or it is an experience that is received by the ego space. Whatever might be the reason for the experience is not important. What is important is its point of origin and or its point of reception. If both or either of these arise from the energies emitted by ego consciousness, this experience shall emit those energies that shall hinder the fulfillment of the soul mission. We have all come onto this earth journey for one express purpose, and that soul purpose, SOLE, is the fulfillment of our soul purpose, SOUL. All our experiences, all our endeavors are trained towards this one end, the fulfillment of our soul mission, that divine mission which brought us onto this earth plane and has taken us on this long soul journey. Irrespective of how many physical vehicles you and I have inhabited, the soul journey remains one, and the soul mission also remains one. In the course of this soul journey, due to the veils of forgetfulness that come down upon our spirit consciousness as soon as we inhabit the human realm, we forget the soul mission. We also tend to forget that we are essentially spirit energy and that we are divine beings having a physical experience. Our physical experiences become so real that we in fact forget the only real truth, and that is that we are spirit. In the realm of spirit consciousness, all energy is unified. There is no competition between you and I. There is no competition between our egos and our personalities. And when there is no competition between you and I, there is absolutely no need for either of us to blame each other, to ensure that we keep each other out of our experiences so that we get the benefit. In fact, there is no such thing as me and you. All experiences in spirit consciousness are experienced only as one experience for the entire unified energy. Any experience that arises out of this consciousness, out of this awareness that we are unified energy, that we exist in a realm of love and joy and abundance, will have no energies that can harm or hinder our soul mission fulfillment. But due to the veils of forgetfulness, our experiences at most times arise out of our space of the ego. Do remember that the ego is everything and anything that is not spirit. Ego is not, as erroneously considered by some, boastfulness or vanity or empty pride. Ego is everything that arises from a space that is not inhabited by spirit consciousness. When our experiences, which of course include our words, our thoughts, our behaviors, our reactions, our perspectives, arise from the space of ego consciousness, the energies that they emit, the karmic patterns that they result in, are such that can only delay, slow down, or hinder the fulfillment of the soul mission. These energies, therefore, are not assimilated by the spirit. To assimilate means to take in and to make it as one. When there is any energy that does not align with spirit consciousness, that energy, in a sense, is kept out of the spirit consciousness realm and remains in the ego space. When we die, when we exit and pass into light, waiting for the next physical incarnation, we take with us all unassimilated energy. In the universe, the law of responsibility is very sacred. Whatever energies I have created, whatever energies I am responsible for creating, I must take responsibility for its assimilation. It is very important that all energies assimilate into spirit consciousness. That is the only way spirit consciousness evolves and enhances. If I have created, and do remember that I, as the soul, am on one journey, and that my physical vehicles are unimportant. If I have created unassimilated energies, then I bring those back with me into my next physical vehicle. Why do I bring these back with me? Because I am going to endeavor to assimilate them in this current incarnation. How can I do that? If I am not aware of my spirit consciousness, if I am not aware of my soul, if I am not aware of my unassimilated energies, all of which is due to the veils of forgetfulness, then how will I assimilate these energies? I need my soul friends who will help me to remember. These soul friends become my soul contracts. And I, as the soul, I am responsible for the soul contracts. So, for example, to simplify things, I could ask your soul to enter into a contract with me in order to create with me an experience that will bring me the opportunity to assimilate some unassimilated energy. So, for example, I may get married to someone who might be very harsh, very abusive, dominating, tyrannical. The unassimilated energies that I might be wishing to assimilate are the energies of passivity, energies of timidity, energies of fear, energies of submissiveness. I request this soul who now comes into my physical incarnation as a husband or a wife to help me to get an experience that will help me to assimilate these energies. To assimilate the energies means I have to reverse my karmic patterns and act out of my spirit consciousness instead of out of my ego consciousness. Together, that soul and I co-create a certain, let us say, film script. And we script out a scenario. And true to his or her word, my partner enters my life and gives me the experience that together we have co-authored. Now, I face the tyranny, I face the abuse, I face the violence, whatever it is that I have co-created. At this point, remember, the veils of forgetfulness are upon me. I could forget, I very often do forget, that I have written this experience for myself. When I remember that, hey, he or she is being this tyrant in my life, so that I can stand up for myself, so that I know where I can set my boundaries, so that I learn to respect myself, so that I learn to ensure that I live a life of self-respect and self-honor and do not permit such situations to make me timid and fear-filled and submissive. When that realization dawns upon me, I am in a space to forgive my partner. JadeFire pronounces the word forgive as forgive. And he says that forgiveness is the thanks that I express to another for giving me an experience that helps me to reverse my karmic patterns, to assimilate the energies that instantly help in my enhancement of spirit consciousness. So, truly, forgiveness is an act of gratitude. Whatever circumstances and experiences we face in our lives, these are co-authored by us. We request other souls to get into soul contract with us. How then can we ever blame them? They have in fact done us a supreme divine service. And in the same way as they have done us this service, we have also entered into contracts with others where we shall be, let us say, nasty, or we might be greedy or jealous or mean to them in order to give them that experience. Now, this is certainly not an invitation for us to be harsh and mean and nasty. If we take this as an experience to be harsh and mean and nasty and think that it is all right, we will just be entering into another karmic pattern, which I'm sure neither you nor I wish to do. So let us respect all our soul contracts. We are not going to allow ourselves to live in shame or guilt. We are not going to allow ourselves to live in blame or resentment. In order to live in spirit consciousness, let us review all our experiences and begin the true forgiveness exercise, where you visualize that person and you say, I recognize you. I recognize the soul contract between us. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I am very grateful to you. With this, there shall be no blame, no resentment, and unassimilated energy joyfully turns into assimilated energy. Love you all. Remember, forgiveness is gratitude.